Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. I'm Josh Davis, also known as Crash. Today is April 9th. It is Friday, and I'm excited to get back into the baseball slate with you guys. We had a great start yesterday, especially on our FanDuel GPP and our Draftkings core that we gave out in our Yahoo lineup. So we did really well on our first day of baseball, and want to get back right into it today. So before we get started, if you would leave a like or a comment in our comment section, and also hit the subscribe button if you're new to our channel. And we'd love to have you as a member. And also want to thank Prizepicks, they're our presenting sponsor today. And if you haven't joined Prizepicks yet, you want to use promo code CoachTalk, all one word. And they're going to match your first deposit up to 100%, or match 100% match your first deposit up to $100. And there's no drip or anything like that. That money will automatically be there right away when you make that first deposit. So definitely, if you haven't joined Prizepicks yet, I definitely encourage you at prizepicks.com, promo code CoachTalk. So let's go ahead and get into this MLB slate today. For my top pitcher play, I'm looking at Max Scherzer, of course. He'll be super popular, but I think in cash especially, he's definitely the way to go. He's 11,000 on FanDuel, 10,200 on DraftKings, going back to Nationals Park for the first time since he was traded by Washington in July last year. This is the first time that he's actually pitched against the Nationals since 2010 when he was pitching for the Detroit Tigers. There's a lot of hype in this game with the return, the revenge narrative with him returning to Washington. And I think that he's going to just go in there, kind of block out all the noise and stay focused and do what he does. And last night, Tyler Meagle had a really good game against the Nationals. He had 5 innings with no earned runs and 6 strikeouts. So I think that Scherzer's going to put up some really big numbers. Likely double-digit strikeouts as long as there aren't any issues with his hamstring. And that actually brings me to my first Prizepicks play for today. I love the over at 6 strikeouts for Max Scherzer. Like I said, as long as that hamstring holds up, I don't think he's going to have any problem. Once again, if you're new to Prizepicks, you want to use promo code CoachTalk, and they will 100% match that first deposit up to $100. On the value side of pitching today, I like Merrill Kelly. He's 6,500 on FanDuel, 6,200 on DraftKings. In his last 2 starts against the Padres last year, he pitched 6 innings in both of those games. He only allowed a total of 1 run, and he had 5 strikeouts in each game. And at this price, we don't really need a lot for him. And I think that, he'll be one of the lower owned pitchers on this slate. It's only a 5-game slate, so he won't see much ownership. And I think that he has a solid enough matchup that he's performed well in the past that he makes for a good GPP play. The pitcher I'm looking to fade tonight is actually going to be Jose Berrios. He's 9,300 on FanDuel. He's 8,900 on DraftKings. He's in the top 3 price-wise on both sites. And he only faced Texas once last year. He allowed 3 runs in that game. But, the Rangers added Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Brad Miller, Cole Calhoun, and some other key guys. So I think that they're going to be a tougher lineup for him. And I just think that with that price and the matchup, I don't really like it. And I think he's going to struggle a little bit tonight. My batter versus pitcher hitter of the day is going to be Randy Rosarina. He's 3,500 on FanDuel, 5,400 on DraftKings. He's hitting .462 with 6 hits and 13 at-bats against John Means with 2 home runs. He hit .302 against lefties last season, so I definitely like Rosarina. He's on the early slate, so if you're just playing the main, you won't be able to get to that play. But I do really like that play. There weren't a ton of plays that I liked for the BVP side of things today, but he was one that stood out to me, so I went with him. And he is on the early slate, so you'll have to get that play in soon. For my second Prizepicks play of the day, I'm going to go with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 total bases. He faced John Gray 1 time so far in his career, and he hit a double off of him. He hit .317 against right-handed pitchers last year, with 37 of those 48 home runs that he hit were coming off of right-handed pitchers. So definitely like Guerrero Jr. against the righties. I think he should smash that total at 1.5 total bases. My top stacks of the day are going to be the same team, actually, the Toronto Blue Jays. Guerrero, Springer, Matt Chapman, Teoscar Hernandez would be my top plays on the Blue Jays. And then I also like the Atlanta Braves a little bit today. They're going against Reavers Sam Martin, who had some good numbers last year in his 2 starts, but he did face the Pirates, who, as I mentioned yesterday, were a pretty weak lineup. And I think that against the Braves, who, didn't do as well as we thought they would last night, I think that he'll have a better night, or they'll have a better night tonight. So I like Matt Olson, Eddie Rosario, Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies. And then for my home run call of the day, I'm going to go with the guy I mentioned earlier as my prize picks play, Vladdy. He hit 37 of his 48 home runs against right-handed pitchers last year. And I just really like him to hit a home run tonight. So that is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the podcast. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like I said before, give us a like, hit subscribe button if you're not subscribed to us already. And we will be back tomorrow as we look to crush it in MLB DFS.